You know, it's been almost a year now since we bought our property at the Woodlands, and we have come to love the beauty and the peace of this place.
We're meeting people who also want to buy property, are dreaming about buying property.
We like the idea that we can either put an RV on the property or build a home if we decide to do that.
Take 2-3 days and then come back to your home base. You always know you have a place to land without having to make a reservation.
Yep.
We had a picnic and a massive bonfire. It's been one of the best decisions that we have made, I think, in our RV lifestyle so far, is buying our own RV land.
If you're a regular follower of us, you know it's been almost a year now since we bought our property at the Woodlands, and we have come to love the beauty and the peace of this place.
But we've also learned that we are not alone. In fact, the popularity of owning RV land is just increasing every place we go. We're meeting people who also want to buy property, are dreaming about buying property, and it's become really like a port in the storm for so many RVers, as they've worried about inflation, skyrocketing campground fees. Having your own land has really been nice.
And I think what I'm noticing is so many people want, like Tennessee, in the middle of the country, the heartland. They want to be here. They have kids that have gone east, kids that have gone west, north, and south, and Tennessee is a good launch place. So they can go see those grandkids and see their kids and friends that they've made through different jobs and different places that they've lived, that they have a center point.
And there's a lot of other reasons, like no income tax. It's a great place to retire in, beautiful climate, and of course the Woodlands here is just this amazing stretch of wilderness on kind of a bunch of ridges, low mountains, and it's just beautiful country. We just finished hosting a gathering here from many of our friends and followers from 14 states came down, and we had a great time. We had a picnic and a massive bonfire, and we had some great foods, and we've been doing a lot of hiking, and of course we had them all over here at our property at the Woodlands as well, and got a chance to talk with them. And over again, we kept hearing, we want to own RV land. It just makes sense.
Hands round the tin can, I pretend to hold you to my breast and find that you're waiting on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, after hours ever gentle on my mind.
Why is this place so appealing to Florida RVers?
We're from Miami. Miami's really congested. It's very expensive, and I wanted some place to slow down. And our property's beautiful. It's just very quiet, solemn. The stars last night were remarkable.
They were. You are my neighbor, so that is really
yes, exactly. And then also too, unfortunately for the people in Fort Myers who've lost a lot, if there's ever a hurricane, I can grab my RV and come up here.
Yeah.
It's the second place to go.
Why buy your own property when there's so many places to camp?
We just wanted to get out of the hustle and bustle of the city area. We're just 10 miles outside of Center City, Philadelphia. We just wanted a slower paced life for our retirement and our future. And this is just a beautiful area, and we like the idea that we can either put an RV on the property or build a home if we decide to do that.
You guys are from Colorado.
Right.
And you bought land in Tennessee.
Yes.
So Why? Why Tennessee? Why did you buy land?
I am semi-retired. We have kids that live, we have one set of kids that live in Delaware, our other kid is in Florida, and then we have one that doesn't know where he's landing yet, but Colorado, we ride motorcycles, and so it's just too far to go from Colorado all the way across Kansas and all that to get back east, and we want to see the east. And
we've seen everything there is west of the Mississippi. Now we want to go east Mississippi. Tennessee, especially mid-Tennessee, is a great place to...
I'm very into the Civil War era, and I just want to study that, and I want to learn more about that and all that.
So what are you going to do with your property?
We went ahead and got the property, and then we got the electricity, we got the well, then we got the septic and the leach bed, and now we're waiting on the barn to be built.
That's awesome. You guys are making great progress.
The barn's the last thing, and they're supposed to be dropping the barn next week, so hopefully...
Wow, that is awesome.
Tennessee whiskey, you're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm.
Why buying your own RV property?
Well, I think I learned my lesson during the pandemic. It wasn't that you couldn't camp, but the restrooms were closed. I am in a small rig, and that made it a little complicated. So I heard somebody else talk about buying land when they had to shelter in place, had no place to go. And I thought, boy, that makes a lot of sense. And now I have a place I can go and camp, and I can invite other people to come and camp there. And so I think it was a good move. Plus it has appreciated in value, so I think it'll be a good investment because there's more and more people looking for property that it's receptive to RVs.
Why would RVers be interested in buying property, owning their own property?
Having a place to go.
Yeah.
You know, your own place, you can do what you want here. You don't have that clutter of people and dogs and, you know, kids, and you got your privacy. And it's a place to go where you know you can get a stop and stay.
Also have a little bit of a home base. You know, maybe, you know, your home could be, let's just say, up in the Northeast or something, but there's a lot of country, you know, west of that and south and north. And if you have someplace maybe more centrally located, you can go there, and from there you can branch out on day trips or weekend trips or whatever. Take 2-3 days and then come back to your home base. You always know you have a place to land without having to make a reservation.
You don't have to worry about making a reservation in the campground.
And family too. If you got family in a nearby area, you don't have to travel so many hundreds of miles to get there and spend time with them.
Why do you think so many RVers these days are interested in buying their own property for their RVs?
It's so hard to find a camping spot and that you like, and with full hookups, all that sort of stuff, and you like to go to places that you know, because generally you have friends there, or if you don't, you will meet people there. So that's
the community.
So you think that this trend is growing? What do you sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's got to be.
I mean, that's what our sense is. But there's so many people that seem to be looking. It's hard to find property.
Extremely hard to find property, especially that'll let you just camp your RV there and move it in and out if you'd like.
Because they have a lot of restrictions.
Hey, Troy, you've been here for a while. You've talked to a lot of the people who are buying. So what is it about this place and just owning land that is so appealing to RVers? There's your Class A back there.
Well, I started full-time RVing several years ago. I'm originally from Wisconsin. I started doing the snowbird thing along the Gulf of Mexico, and this was a halfway point for me to stop over, so I decided that I needed a spot for spring and falls in between the snowbirding in the south and Wisconsin summers visiting people, and this was a perfect location. I like the idea of being able to own my own land and not have to worry about looking for a spot to camp, and this is perfect.
What are you doing here?
So this is, we're trenching for primary electrical. It's 3-inch conduit, and we put in 500 feet.
You're making multiple sites.
Yeah, we're going to have 5 pull-through sites along the ridge over there. A back inside. I even have a rustic area for tent camping. They're going to be full hookup sites. They're going to be on the southern facing ridge with beautiful views of the ridges, you know, across the way, across the hollers. Yeah. Still have to, you know, clear some of those trees out of the way, but everything is going pretty well.
So you're 2 RVers who
Yes.
bought land.
Yes. It's nice and quiet up here, very little traffic, if any. You know, it's a land that we could develop, further develop in the future, to maybe homestead on it, if we would choose to do that. It's just invite friends over, since we have 2 extra sites here, and enjoy the scenery and the weather and the state of Tennessee.
In this near year that since we've bought this property and that we've been coming and going from this little oasis from the craziness of the world, it seems like so many of our neighbors that are looking for the same thing that we're looking for are enjoying this and developing the land however it suits their needs, whether it be barndominium or a couple of campsites. I've noticed so many people, it's not just one campsite, it's like 3 campsites so that their friends can come visit them.
Yeah, and we have 3 sites that we've made on our 5-acre property, and everybody else is kind of doing the same thing that we've noticed. We've watched as the utilities have come down the roads, the electricity is going in, water, septic. I mean, it's all the conveniences of home, and it's developed into a really awesome little community, but it's private. I mean, we don't even see our neighbors unless we invite them over. We're going to kind of hurry through this video because we've actually been invited over for a cookout at some of our friends who are in another hunk of property not far from here. But it's been one of the best decisions that we have made, I think, in our RV lifestyle so far, is buying our own RV land.
I'm sitting here right now looking at the blue of the sky, which is an absolutely beautiful blue, and looking up at the green of the pine trees and listening to the wind blowing through the pines, and I love that sound.
Yeah, this has become truly our happy place. Really enjoy it. Hey, we're Mike and Jennifer Wendland, and we hope that you enjoyed this video. If you want more information on the Woodlands, which is the development that we are in, we will put a link on the screen below and in the description, and you can check it out yourself. They have periodic sales in which they invite folks to come and get a tour of the various properties that they have available. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up on this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the RV Lifestyle channel. We are planning the next phase of what we want to do with our land, so we'll keep having regular reports on that as well. We're Mike and Jennifer Wendland. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Happy trails.